Good evening, PMA. Yay. Everyone listen to the front. I'm leaving. All right. Before I make my comments, I want to mention a part of our PMA family that couldn't be here this evening, Mr. Mike Maldi and his lovely wife, Wendy. I'd like to ask you all to keep the Maldis in your prayers, as Mike is currently fighting cancer. And damn, he's going to beat it, so please do keep them in your thoughts. Some of you may know, I've had a lot of close finishes as a regional manager of PA. 3 to be in fact, 1 third place, and 2 back-to-back second place, which is its own special kind of hell. But, so, I say to you from the bottom of my heart as I stand here looking at all of you, finally! Ha! My wife and I had the pleasure of ringing the new year in with 2 of our 2 most gracious hosts, Mr. and Mrs. Chris and Amy Weaver. And can we get a round of applause for the Weavers? I asked Chris if he had any pointers and for giving the speech, and his advice simply was, don't blow it. So, here we go. That being said, as Scotty mentioned, I have joined the United States Army to take my shot at joining the 75th Ranger Regiment, which is the greatest light infantry in the world. And as you may imagine, people tend to ask me why. Especially at 31 with a somewhat lucrative career. So here's the genuine answer. The country we call home is the greatest place that anyone has lived in the history of man. The lifestyles that we enjoy and take for granted are unheard of anywhere else. All of the stories we've heard tonight, that is the American dream. For God's sake, you can battle 911 and somebody comes to save you. You just don't get that anywhere else. Don't take that for granted. I had this horrible feeling that I had done nothing to pay for that. And as you imagine, it hasn't been the most popular decision I've ever made, or the most financially wise one either, but Jimmy looked at me 9 times and said, what? Now we just ask, can you take your cell phone to basic training and check emails and still call groups and stuff like that? So, GT's making progress. He's getting to the point where I'm leaving. He really did ask me that, though. That's not a joke. He said I'm going to pick my phone. But, so to those of you that have served, and those who have family who are serving, or have served, the people who put food to ass when it is necessary to the United States of America, my wife and I would like to say thank you very much. That being said, thankfully, I'm going out on top. So I want to say to Team Shropshire, the Avengers, my crew, y'all worked your asses off this year. I know the travel. I know all the early days. Tyson, you don't know the early days so much, but I know the early days. And the late nights. That's why everybody who won, everyone is here. I'm so glad to have my last draw with y'all. This year's been the best year of my life, period. So, congrats to my crew, the Avengers, Jerry, Iceman Bergman, Tyson, Johnny Bravo, Truett, Lori, Wonder Woman, Bullet, Brianne, Supergirl Stevens, Nicole, Catlin, Sparkman, Q, Phoenix Osborne, David, Spider-Man Allen, Peggy the Machine, Ryder, that's your name, Peggy, and Denise Speedy Gonzalez. She didn't get a superhero name, but we call her Speedy because she can't do anything fast. And 2 very important people who have gone to become regional managers themselves. Special thanks to my friends, Mr. Terry McConnell and Matt Loxana. I'd also like to thank Scotty, Captain Bling Bling Lee, Mike Fast Foster, Cancer Boss Foster, Linda Teets, and everyone at PMA headquarters for all the support. It's generally appreciated. I need to say thank you also to my friend, Rob Wolverine Clark, who I'd like to say, none outdid this year. Love you. And I'm almost done here. But there's another guy I need to talk about. And he looked at me 5 years ago and he said, I'm going to make you a regional manager. And I looked at him and I said, really? But After many phone calls and a lot of, where are you? What you doing? Questions. I would like to humbly thank my mentor, dear friend, J. Tate himself, Mr. Jimmy Tomlin. Thank you for your leadership, your knowledge, your very open candor style, and making sure nothing's ever sugarcoated, JT. It's been a hell of a ride. But I'm leaving you guns loaded with the best of the best, so it's up to you to make sure you have a clean sweep again next year. So, as I talk to you about best, I need to thank my best friend. I need to thank my best friend, the person who's got my back, period. The woman who thankfully didn't divorce me when I told her I was joining the Army. She's a woman who knows all the answers, make sure everyone gets home safe, especially Speedy. Has supported my pyramid career and has now developed her own, which is a very special kind. So I'm thankful to have a partner in life that is always on board with me, and I know that we're always in it together. She's my ride or die girl. My wife, in Shropshire. She's pretty hot, too. So, PMA Nation, thank you for the fun, thank you for the memories. A lot of them involve Jack Daniels. But, as you go to work next week, and it starts all over again, I leave you with some words from Superman, my father, John Shropshire. As you're thinking your goals, your plans, what you want your life to be, my father's always told me, I don't want you to ever think you can't. So, dream big, make sure you work harder than everybody else. Do good, do well, have some fun, Ranger lead the way. Cool.